and 5 places to actually move around and do things for your specific to your part's location. The first one we'll talk about is tilting this. As you can see, it's locked into place. If I take an Allen key, there's a little set screw right there on the top. This will allow you to then tilt it up, tilt it down, whichever way you need. And then once you find out where you like it, you can just tighten up that little set screw. And now you're good to go to where it will be locked in place. We'll go down to here. This knob right here is just a rotation knob. It allows you to rotate your axes whichever direction you need. And then once you find that direction, you can always lock it into place. This one right here, I'll actually adjust to where you can see it. It is just a Z-axis knob. It's very, very small. The pitch on the screw is very, very small, probably a millimeter or so. So it's 360-degree rotation will move down about a millimeter. You can move that up and down to adjust your focus. And then these right here, same thing, very fine pitch, probably about a millimeter. This one right here, you can see it moving to the right, to the left, and then I'll turn it this way so you guys can see it. This one will move it to the right, and then to the left. Very, very small. And then obviously you have these locking points for screws that will screw into the base plate so that you can lock it in place and then adjust here, 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 and here to get yourself into further position under the laser. So this is the chuck. I actually took it off, the 3-jaw chuck that hooks to the rotary. I took it off so you guys can see it better, but you can put the ring straight on here and you can do a couple things as far as the size of the ring and stuff. You can, there's 2 steps here, a step here, and then your pins. Your pins can come out and you get 3 different sizes that will be big, medium, and small so that you can adjust those to whatever you need. But ideally you can take your ring, slide it on here, and then loosen the 3-jaw chuck, which is a little hard to do when you don't have it hooked to the machine. Okay. As you butt it up against this wall right here, and you loosen these up to where they actually spread apart and the ring gets locked into place. You can also slide the ring inside. Again, I'm using a ring as a reference point, but you can use a tube, a cup, a ring, and you can hold on to it that way as well to be able to tilt it and do the 45. As I explained earlier, these pegs are interchangeable, so if you want to use smaller pegs, you can always use smaller pegs, or you can completely remove them and have it actually rest just in the inside here and clamp it down that way. There's about 4 or 5 different pivot points that you can use in order to launch the ring. The other thing that you can do is you can take these 3 jaws out and then turn them around, and the pins will then be on the outside, and then you can hold things like, you know, larger diameters. I'll go ahead and show you guys how that works. See is that, I don't know if you can see it, A, B, and C. So you'll see that it's actually positioned with a B, and C in each one as far as the order that you would want to put it in. And then if you see here, that has the letter A on it, then the next one has B, and then the next one has C. So what you want to pay attention to for at first is locating A. And what you want to look at is, what you're looking for is this right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm sliding it back and forth. I can see. This is the starting tooth that you actually want to put this in and start. So if I were to take A, I'm going to put it in, back that tooth up, and then it'll slide in there. And then once you push down, you'll slide it, and then it'll go to the next one, which you can see right here. You can also check by pulling on this. Obviously, now that it's met that first tooth, it's going to be locked in place. And then you'll take the B, put it right in there because this is labeled as B. So we'll do that same thing, lock it into place. And then we'll move on to C, which we want to see that little tooth. Pull it in. There it is. And then lock C into place. Just pressing down on it. And now you'll see that they will all rotate into the center. And that's how easily you put them in and out. You just basically put A into A, B into B, C into C, and then vice versa. You do it in the reverse order. CBA, and it will close up to where you can put your rings and anything else in there that you want. And that's pretty much all the knobs and twisty things on the Rotary.